Jetstream Aqua Massage, located in the Heritage Mall, is your answer for the relaxation you've been looking for. Our massage beds will help you with stress, anxiety, increase circulation, muscle tension, improve sleep, pain reduction, decrease muscle spasms, increase your range of motion, and help with the everyday aches and pains of life. And at only $1 per minute, we'll save you time and money. 20 minutes in one of our machines is equal to 1 hour of traditional massage. We have gift certificates available for the perfect stocking stuffers. All TENS units are on sale now, and don't forget your BioFreeze. Jetstream Aqua Massage. It's not just a massage, it's an experience.
You're listening to Driver Live from the Northwest Race Car Show, presented by Moxie Media Promotions and Jetstream Aqua Massage, live on Spreaker Radio. Once again, back here at the Jetstream Aqua Massage Moxie Media booth. Driver Live segment number 4 today, isn't it?
4, 5.
We've done a lot of these today, but I think this is going to be...
I've lost count.
A good one. We've got Mr. Steve Moore here in the booth, and we're going to talk to Steve about his program. I mean, what you got going on, Steve, is it's an awesome deal. You know, and we've talked about this on the show. We had you on Northwest Dirt News, but to see the results already come into play with what you've got going on with the cancer ribbons and raising cancer awareness funds. The goal is $10,000. I've been looking over here from the booth over at your table. You guys have been pretty busy over there today.
Yeah, we've done real well. I've sold more than I thought I have already. You know, we've sold about 55 or 60 ribbons today, and a lot of people said they're going to come back tomorrow and pick up some more. So
Very cool.
I'm pretty impressed. I was hoping maybe a few today just to get people's awareness out, but no, it's going over really great.
So let's recap once again what you're doing with these ribbons. These ribbons are a sticker. Say Racing for Life has your number and a different color of ribbon, multiple different colors of ribbons for each particular type of cancer.
Right, like prostate cancer, breast cancer. We also have a lavender ribbon, which actually covers all the cancers together, because there's about 35 different ribbons for all these cancers. But I didn't realize that when we started this whole program.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that till just now.
It's a lot.
I didn't either.
He's got bags and bags of all different colors over there.
I know, he just doesn't have my color.
Well, you know, it's
That's all right. That's all right. I'll get you when you do.
We'll get you whatever you want.
That's
Warren.
right.
If you need something, we'll have it tomorrow.
So his goal is $10,000 in sales from these ribbons. What's cool about that is all proceeds, 100% of the proceeds from those ribbons are going to cancer research that Steve's going to donate that money to. And, I mean, we've had some pretty cool fundraisers in the past that we've been associated with, but this is a pretty cool one that we're proud to be, associated with that to help people out.
Well, you guys have been behind this real well, and I appreciate that. And all the response today from everybody that's come by says, well, how much are you getting? How much is this going to cancer, and how much are you keeping? I'm not keeping a dime. Right. We've got sponsors to pay for all this ribbons. I've paid for all the ones we had initially. That's coming out of my pocket, which is no big deal, and all this money is going right to the cancer research at the end of the year.
That's
awesome
stand-up
stuff right there.
But here's the thing. $10,000 is the goal. I'm going to bet $1 to a dime they exceed that amount.
I think we're going to need more. I think we're going to need more ribbons by the end of the year.
Right.
I'm watching your booth from over here today, doing the interviews and stuff, looking over, and you guys you've had a lot of people around that car and around that table.
Well, we get you going on the mic at Willamette Speedway.
We'll sell
and
some.
we get down there in front of that crowd, and my wife and Amy and those guys are down there selling ribbons. I think between the three of you all together, you guys are going to have no problem exceeding our goal of $10,000 for the year.
We're going to do everything we can to meet and exceed that goal because I've told you what this program means to me. Just losing my dad to liver cancer, and it's a horrible thing to watch what cancer does to somebody. I know that Warren's dad.
Hodgkin's disease.
Yeah, it's a horrible, horrible thing, and whatever we can do to raise proceeds to help find a cure to any type of cancer.
Well, I have a family member right now going through prostate cancer, and it's a tough deal. He's at the age where it's probably not a great time to be operated on, but you know what? It's you got to prolong yourself as long as you want and go from there. But, my thing is $10,000 may not seem like a lot in the scheme of things, but if it helps one person get by for the week and have a better week, I'll do it every day.
Absolutely.
It just makes me feel good to just know that I might have helped one person, and it makes me feel good that all these people have got together and bought one of these ribbons, and they're on board with me to help these people make 1 or 2 days better in the remainder of their life or extend their life. that makes everything worth it to me.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you 100%. What I like seeing is just the fact that you're using your race car not as just for something that you enjoy. I mean, we can all get in these race cars and go out and run and have a great time. That's for us. We build these cars for us to have a good time. But you're using yours as a tool to help multiple other people, and that is just an awesome thing to see. And not a lot of guys do that. We're starting to see more and more of it.
Yeah.
But to use your race car as a positive tool, for something like cancer research and fundraising is
right. It makes my life better every Saturday when I get in this car, or Sunday whenever we race, and it takes all my cares away for the week. That's my safe spot. That's my place to get rid of all the stuff that bothers me. And if I can use that to help somebody else, man, it just like I said before, it makes a lot of things worthwhile when you know that what you're doing or what everybody else is helping you do, which I appreciate immensely, is going to make a difference.
And that's the biggest thing. That's if we can make, like you said, a difference for one person, all the effort is worth it.
Absolutely.
And you've got 2 cars working on this.
I do have 2 cars. The second car won't look as pretty for the first of the season. I don't think I have time to get a body on it, but we're going to do some changing on it. It's going to look a little different after the first couple weeks of racing. We've got a different color scheme going on that. Still be some green involved, but it'll be a lot different. But some lady came over to me a little while ago, and she looked at my car. She goes, "Oh, my God, this thing is just pretty. I like the color of the pink, all the different colors." She goes, "Are you going to go get it dirty?"
No.
And I said, every chance I get.
Yeah, absolutely, you bet. But your car that we talk about, the paint schemes, the contrast. I mean, it's one of those cars that just like Towns, who has a very bright car. Yours on that level that just grabs your eye. Now, from a fan and the grandstands looking on the racetrack, that's going to be one of those cars that your eye just goes, "Whoa, that's a cool looking race car." And that right there earns fans. I mean,
well, yeah. I mean, no matter where this thing's going to be on the track, you're going to be able to see it.
Yes.
And the ladies over at Arts Plus, Mindy and Wendy over there, they did a great job on it. We kind of got them under the gun. We give them about a week and a half to do the whole thing. They did great. Lauren and Val and everybody come on board with that, and they're making it a great deal for everybody.
I enjoy how you showcase the car, the bottom of the car, going through 3 and 4. That's always fun.
Up on 2 wheels.
Up on 2 wheels.
Right?
Yeah.
That was a heck of a picture.
That was kind of fun that day. We ruined a couple shocks, but it was kind of worthwhile.
That looked like an awesome ride.
It looked like a scary ride.
That picture made it all over the internet there for a while.
Yes,
it's still there. You're still famous because of that maneuver, Steve.
Yep.
Well, I think I need to put a number on the bottom of my car so when that happens, everybody knows who the heck it is.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I'll tell you why.
Camp post.
When I was racing mini sprints, my teammate Scott Turley thought he was going to be funny and put a sticker on the front of the wing that said "This side up." I said, "Don't do that.
Yeah.
You're going to flip that car." And sure enough, the very first race, that sticker on, he got upside down and rolled the car 4 times.
Well, and see, there's the same thing. We were joking last year about putting we had a little bit of a war with Doug Van Zandt at the beginning of the year. He's a diehard U of O fan. Matthew and I are diehard OSU fans. So we sat there. When the Extreme truck was here, we plastered a couple Oregon State stickers on it from Pro Image down the mall here. Well, Doug got us back. And he said, "I'm going to go put a U of O sticker on the bottom of your floor pan." I'm like, "Don't do that. Don't do that. Because we will see the O."
Yeah, no kidding.
Right. There was a picture of me. This is a little bit of a different subject, but I used to be heavily involved in off-roading and a big four-wheel drive shop, and we used to have events all over. We're talking about stickers that kind of mean something. Well, Warren Industries used to have a sticker that says, "Be prepared." So I had one of those in the back window of my little 4Runner. It wasn't really little, but back of my 4Runner. We had a big event, and I got stuck pulling the trailer with a porta potty on it one day, and somebody snapped a picture of that and put it on, put it on Facebook. That picture made it all over. I said, "That's the best Be Prepared sticker I ever had."
That's
right
awesome.
There.
Oh,
That's
my
awesome.
word.
So are you planning double duty for the whole season?
I am. I just had a birthday. I'm 54 years old, Corey. I don't have a lot of years of this left. I'm going to get as much as I can involved in many races as I can get before I can't get in that car anymore.
So have you been working out a little bit? I mean, you're pretty stout. Not that you have to, but you
Now
got some
I don't know
shoulder
how
power.
to take that because you're sitting there looking at me. You know I haven't been working out at all. So
He's looking you up and down like,
if you don't start
"Whoa."
working out now, those 2 race cars
Hey,
are definitely going to work you out
Corey.
through the season.
well, I hope so.
Watch out. Here comes the pit guy.
Yeah, you got to watch that.
Here
He's
comes
sneaky.
the real muscle.
Yeah, Mark's the guy. I just stand back and watch. He does all the work.
Yeah, well, that's
He's
good though.
usually right in the middle of it too.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
said, you
good
are
hand.
54 years old now, and
I'm 54 years old. I've had some health problems, as you guys know.
but you bounce back.
I take a medication twice a day that won't let me lose weight.
Okay.
I'm a little chunky, as you can tell.
Stout.
Well, however you want to say it. I'm bigger than I should be, but you know what? That's
So
not
am
going
I.
to stop me from getting in that car,
Right.
and we're just going to carry on and see what happens.
But
Well,
here's the thing about that, Steve. When I first started, before I got into racing, I was friends with one of Russell's former crew chiefs, Bill Wetzel. He sat there and was telling me a story about you. And he goes, you know who Steve Moore is? I'm like, no. And he goes, well, when you go to the track, what you need to do is look for the guy that's built like a fire hydrant and strong as an ox.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And then as soon as I saw you the first time, I go, I get it.
You see, that's why Steve is so good in these race cars. I mean, he manhandles it. Look at the shoulders on this
I know.
dude. He's like a short linebacker. You know what I mean? I mean,
I still wouldn't want to meet him in a dark
It's all
alley.
shoulder power and forearms with Steve, and he gets that car around. I mean, he does a great job. And
So
Steve,
do you remember? You remember 2 years ago on the last race of the year when I flipped my car upside down?
Yes.
And we rolled the car back over.
Yes.
And I finished that race.
Yes, I remember that.
Okay, we raced 15 laps. I finished in the top 10 after rolling that car over. That car had 0 power steering. The power steering belt was laying on the infield. I drove that car for 15 laps, came from the back, finished in the top 10 with no power steering.
And I can say
What?
there's probably 4 guys at the track that I know that could do something like that.
Yeah, and
It's a
unless
very
you've
short
been in a
list.
car and tried to drive one without power steering, you don't know what the heck we're talking
Yeah,
about. Those
yeah.
cars are tough to turn without power
They
steering.
really are.
They don't like to turn at all.
Not
So
at all.
we pull in the pits, and I take my helmet off, and Mark goes, "Man, what happened to you?" He said, "You're sweating. It's running down your face." I said, "That was quite the workout."
I bet it was.
Here, you try it.
But I wasn't about to not finish the last race of the year. You know, we rolled the car over. I asked Mark if they had air in the tires, and the body was kind of hanging off the side. We finished, and
I remember that.
that's the best way to end the year. Don't finish on a DNF.
That was
yeah.
a lot of effort right there, but you pulled it off. Now with the double duty, pulling off 2 cars every week. You're running the X Factor chassis. So you got the X Factor mod, the X Factor late model.
I do, yes.
Are you excited about that? Because you haven't been the X Factor modified yet.
You know, I don't know what to expect out of this car. You know, I raced Jimmy Schramm's GRT a few times. He had a Shaw car. I ran a couple times. Did great. Got a hard charger up at Banks twice in a row with that car. I ran my Harris that I had 1 race last year. You know, and I don't know what to expect on this X Factor. I think it's going to be a good car. You know, all the ones I've seen are great. You know,
Well, you can look back when Joey Tanner was in the X Factor modified. He ran that car 5 times and won 3 times of those.
Yep.
I mean, he did really well. Just picked it right up.
Right.
And I know that you work very close with Joey Tanner with the late model side of that, and I'm sure
Right.
he'll be able to. Sure he'll be able to give you some information from the modified.
It's kind of funny because I've known Joey since he's about 6 years old.
Yep.
And Joey knew everything about racing there was to know. He thought. Joey is like a little brother to me, and you know he used to not know a lot about how to set up a car, and then something clicked with that young man that I don't know what happened. Overnight he figured it out, or he fell asleep listening to some kind of a tape or something, and it all stuck. But that kid is smart, and
He has
he
definitely
has helped
figured
me
it out.
immensely. And I think that's going to continue this year. He's going to help me out with that car and go from there. I've helped Joey out a lot with his attitude.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of how he's done and what he's done in the last couple of years.
We've watched Joey grow up a lot in the last couple of years.
Yep.
He's done a heck of a job as a wheelman, and like you said, he has done his homework. He's gone to work and learned what this change does and how it reacts underneath him. And like you said, he's one of those guys that has become a student of the game, and he's really improved that aspect of his program.
I went to Las Vegas with Jody Tanner. We were racing a little 3/8 bull ring asphalt race, and I was helping him out, crewing on his car on the bull ring.
Yeah.
And I think Joey was about 10 years old. Most obnoxious little man I've ever seen. I loved him to death then because the Tanner family is just great people. But like I said, if you knew him then and knew him now, you'd know how Joey is.
Yep.
He's a great guy.
I've known Jody for years.
And Jody Tanner, that guy there, he is. He's not afraid to to help you out, give
Not
you a
at all.
hand, give you a hug, whatever you need. You know,
Yep.
that guy's awesome. He's treated me like family for many, many years.
Hey, that's no spring chicken. Look what he did behind the wheel of that little Camaro last year. He nearly won the title in the street stocks.
Yeah.
And we have his super sport car sitting in our shop at the moment.
Oh,
so
no.
Wait,
Is he
wait,
going to
wait.
run supers?
he is.
Well, there's
Wow.
one more new one. Then
There
we
we
were just
go.
talking about that on the last segment.
And that wasn't even one of the cars we'd heard was coming.
no, we
so.
didn't. That's the
I'm,
first we
I'm
heard
waiting
of that.
I'm waiting on a motor to be brought down and some other parts, and we'll finish the